Hey everyone, this is Tuan Bui here. Welcome to another edition of Hometown PTBO. We're at Del Curry Park, where the Pathway of Fame is, and I've got one of their nominees. It's Tegan Moss, Executive Director of Green Up. Tegan, first of all, congratulations on being nominated, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much, David. It's such an honor and a pleasure. I truly didn't expect it.
You know, for those who don't know, Tegan is really involved in the environment around here. It's pretty much since you started, like when you came to Peterborough, it's been nothing but environmental science. I mean, that's what you graduated from at Trent University, and now you're the executive director. What's that timeline been for you for caring for the environment?
One of the things that brought me to Peterborough is really the strong culture that we have around environmentalism. What Trent is doing is so powerful. It's bringing people here, and I'm one of those people. And Peterborough is a place that I decided to stay. I did a project as a student at Green Up, and that the organization had been on my radar ever since. And that timeline included a decade at the Peterborough Community Bike Shop, or Bike, where building community around active transportation and enabling people to become more active in what it means to reduce their own emissions and to be empowered to travel in a different way was a huge part of what my role was about there. And I've now been with Green Up for about 2.5 years, and I'm really enjoying the climate action work that we're doing there.
Well, it's no surprise you went to Trent, considering that's pretty much an environmental school, so it's really up your alley going there, as both of us are alumni from there, so that's really great to see another Trent University graduate come out and make a great impact. And speaking of making a great impact, you don't get into the Pathway of Fame without making one of those. So what was your reaction when you found out that you were going to be inducted in this year's Peterborough Pathway of Fame?
Like I said, it's truly an honor and a pleasure. I have laughed and I have cried, and it is, a truly Peterborough form of recognition. It's not a type of recognition that I could have imagined for myself, and I'm really honored and appreciative that my community sees me in this light, and that my name will be recognized as I continue to contribute to my community in the same way in the future.
You know, we've seen Peterborough become a little bit greener throughout the years, and you've definitely had something to do with it in all your years of service here to the town. What have you done to help make Peterborough a little bit more greener, a little bit more carbon emission friendly around here?
Yeah, I think some of the things that are really important to move the dial on the way that our cities work do come at how we interact with council, or how planning decisions get made. And so, continuing to advocate during budget processes or during planning processes, like the development of the cycling master plan, have been ways that, I've worked to ensure that the big picture starts to move at the same time that we as individuals make choices about how we move through our city. So trying to work both at the grassroots to encourage people to do what they can, while also working with our elected leaders to try and make that change something that can benefit everyone in Peterborough.
Now, we met in the North End when we were doing a tree planting ceremony where your group was planting trees all over, kind of creating urban forests here in Peterborough. And can you tell me a little bit more about that project, not just that park, but throughout the entire city?
Yeah, so the project that you're talking about is part of our Orchard Stewards project. Green Up has supported 13 different community spaces and planting 65 fruit trees. And we have volunteers who tend those trees. And so that project is about creating food security. It's about helping people to feel connected to the land and to take ownership over the spaces that are collective spaces that we all get to enjoy. So, that's that particular project. This year we're working on a huge variety of tree planting projects, one of which is a city project called Trees for Peterborough, but we also have our own Little Forest project where we're working to plant really small areas in dense pockets of biodiverse trees. And we're also working with 2 schools to plant those on their schoolyards. So really excited about supporting youth in particular in working to transform their school grounds so that they can be greener, and that youth can feel like they have something that they can do as our climate changes.
Now, it's not just the city of Peterborough that you're planting your green thumb. It's also at home, where it's one of your big hobbies, to no one's surprise. What are some of your favorite things that you like to plant?
Yeah, I mean, planting vegetables, it always gives, joy throughout the season to do that little bit of work. I've been planting garlic in my own garden every season since I was the coordinator of the Trent Vegetable Garden. So that's a long time favorite is garlic, and I will be picking scapes for my dinner tonight.
Delicious. Herbs are one of my favorite things I love to plant. I love dillweed. That's one of my favorite things that I love planting. So I'm with you on that one. It also, the food just tastes so much better when you're picking it out of your own garden, for sure. Well, Tegan, thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations again on being inducted into the Peterborough Pathway of Fame. And that's going to be coming on the next coming months. But until then, thank you so much, and keep the environmental fight going here, but keeping Peterborough green.
Thanks. Yeah, it's really a pleasure to have this platform to share about climate action and the small things we can do to make our community better.
Absolutely it is. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thank you for watching Hometown PTBO, brought to you by CIBC, Pile Wealth Advisory.